What's going on, everybody? This is Navista, and joining me today on this lovely episode of Crown Talk is my lovely, beautiful host, Devin Melody. What's going on, everybody? This is Navista from the Crown Talk podcast. We got Devin Melody in the building.
What's going on, y'all? What's happening?
So, a lot's happening. A lot is going on. First and foremost, did you get a chance to catch this new Kanye West?
Of course I did, man. First of all, that's my favorite rapper. Okay? First of all.
Okay.
I love him, you know. Yeah, it's hot. It's a banger, as usual, you know. What you think about it?
It's different. I'm still processing it. Because, you know, Kanye made that shift over to, you know, being more gospel.
Yeah.
Repping Christ.
Yeah.
You know, salute to him for that. It's different. You know what I mean? Like, I know we got it back with Jesus while we knew about this.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen it before. It's not brand new, but still it's kind of, you've heard all the other albums, and then you get Jesus is King, which I like Jesus is King. That's a dope album to me.
Yeah.
To this one, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the new album called God's Country.
Yeah.
Yeah, God's Country. And they got Travis Scott on this first single out, Wash Us in the Blood.
Yeah.
The visual threw me off. That's why I'm still processing it, because the visual, I'm trying to take in all what was happening in the video. If y'all haven't checked it out, it's number one on YouTube right now. So go check that out. I believe Kanye now understands what's going on in the community.
Yeah.
No, there's a period in time we was trying to cancel him, you know, because of what he has said in the past. But hey, today's a new day, and I think he's understanding what's going on. We ain't caught him wearing a MAGA hat anymore. So.
Right. Yeah. You know, I think with me, I love Kanye because I love music and I love creativity. I think he's just that. Like, I think no one can take that away from him. Like, dude is a genius when it comes to music. Of course, I don't agree with. He's human, so I can't agree with everybody on everything that they do. Like, there's a lot of things that he's done that I'll be like, bro, you fucking serious, you know?
Right.
Like that, of course, you know. Yeah, I don't know what the hell was going on. But as far as music, dude always got it. And to me, this song here, I mean, I got extremely live listening to this. I was like, yes, you know, because it kind of reminded me of like an older Kanye West, just with him kind of bragging a little bit, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
So it might not be nice or whatever, but I'm glad he's back on our side. I don't know what was going on. I think people get lost sometimes, though. You know, it's the world, I guess.
People do get lost. Like, I'm gonna ask you a question. What does it mean to be canceled?
So, all right, I don't agree with that. And you know what? Maybe at first when it started happening, you know, but then after a while, I was like, nah, man, because I feel like we gotta stick with our people, right or wrong. Mm-hmm. Period. I really feel that way, right or wrong, and that don't mean we don't need to educate our people when they get to tripping, right? Like maybe the Doja Cat situation, or even like the B. Simone situation. I ain't gonna lie, I'm pissed at Doja Cat. I'm pissed at her. But at the end of the day, I'm pissed at her, and I might not listen to her music for a while, because sometimes you gotta teach people shit. But at the end of the day, you know, she's part of us. So, you know, hopefully somebody goes and educates her more. Same thing with B. Simone. But I don't like the cancel shit, man, because I think as black people, we really gotta learn to stick together no matter what. You know, period. That's how I feel. Right or wrong, stick together.
I you know what? I agree with that, because if there's division within the culture, then it's just we're teaching people outside the culture. Oh, well, we can do that too. We can attack them because we attack ourselves. We attack internally. Right. You know, and there's a lot of division internally. But now we're in a place where now there's unity. We're bringing more unity, which is beautiful.
Right. It is beautiful, and I think that's what they're afraid of. You know, they love when they see us not sticking together. That was their plan. You know, I don't know. I'm just a weird person. Maybe I say things too bluntly or whatever, but I feel like that was their plan. that I feel like they couldn't, enslave us any longer, so they had to find different ways to do it. Attacking the black family, making us, divide one another, whatever. But I think that's what it is, and we just got to fight through that, no matter what it is. Like, we've got to stick together, man. I don't care. Unless you I don't know, maybe like the R. Kelly situation.
Okay, that was my question. I was going to bring that up. I was like, okay, what about R. Kelly? So, like, he was quote unquote canceled.
I can't do it. So it's like this. Look, and I think that kind of brings like a whole nother deal. Like, I can't do it because while, I might feel for him, and, I'm sure he did get molested as a child. Unfortunately, we have all had hard lives, and when you turn 18, it's up to you to do what the fuck you got to do and try to be a good person and try to, do what you need from what you've been given. Unfortunately, he continued to be evil. You know what I'm saying? And with that, I can't fuck with it. And I think that he believes it was to the point where he believes what he's doing ain't even wrong anymore, because he was a celebrity and people are just letting him do it for 20 years. That's fucked up. On that note, goodbye. And let me tell you something. I loved R. Kelly. Do you hear me? I loved him, and I just stopped listening to his music. I had to be strong. I had to tell myself I ain't supporting this fool no more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something going. I can't fuck with it. I love every single R. Kelly album too. It was hard, but I had to be. No, bro, I can't. Nope. Let me tell you something. Not even stepping on every single song he's ever done, I love. From the first album, let me tell you, because I do believe he's a genius when it comes to music. I will give him that. But I can't do it. You touching on little kids, bro. Like, you preying on kids. Like, you're a weirdo. With that, you can jump off a cliff. I apologize. But, it's certain things, but just little shit. When they was coming at, remember Kodak Black? That was very disrespectful. Of course, it was very disrespectful. But I ain't canceling you. I hope that, people came to him and talked to him about that, the OGs, and like, say, we can't do this. This was disrespectful. Think about a lot of times we got to put ourselves in somebody else's shoes, Anyways, yeah.
I respect that. You know what I mean? And I feel like there was a time where now, like, okay, I feel like a lot of the older generation, there's a lot of things now that is coming out with the new awareness, like, with Black mental health,
yes,
and things like that. So a lot of toxic, and I know that word's been used a lot on social media. But
it's perfect.
But it defines it. We calling it what it really is. It's toxic, and a lot of toxic behavior that was approved and bypassed and. And I feel
really taught to us
and taught and passed down generation to generation to generation. And now these past maybe 2-3 years now we're kind of coming out and we're like, hold on, wait a minute. Therapy's okay. Hold on. What's really going on? And, from that perspective, I think about that with the R. Kelly situation, the time that it came out. Yeah. I'm just like, man, like no one was supporting that man, like trying to get him right. From my understanding, I could be wrong. I might not have done all my research because I didn't want to watch. I didn't want to watch that documentary. That was just too much. It just seems like a lot of what I would call Black heroes. They've been really attacked between him, Bill Cosby, or exposed. I should say, maybe even exposed. Even with Michael Jordan. And this recent documentary, and they saying he's a bully. And who does the Black culture community? Who do we have that we can call a leader? Oprah too. Yeah, she got exposed. Yes. Yeah. It's who do we have? It's like the people who we would have looked up to. They're like, oh, okay, you're Jay-Z and the whole Beyonce and the elevator and. He had to come out with 444 to cover himself and eliminate. Like, there's a lot of exposing out. So it's like, who do we look up to? Another example. Did you hear about Dr. Dre?
Yeah, when him divorcing his wife, or him and his wife getting divorced. What about him beating women? What?
Oh, I didn't even know it was about beating women. I know about the divorce yesterday. I just heard about the divorce yesterday.
That was a long time ago,
okay.
Long, like 20, 30 years ago, back then.
Oh, okay.
I was young. You know what I feel like? I feel like if you look into anybody, people are going to have some effed up stuff because we're human. This is just my opinion. I can't get over child molesting. I'm sorry.
I respect that. Yeah,
everything else, I I can deal with it. I might not hang with you. I might not be like, you my friend, we cool. But I can deal with it, But child molesting, I can't, man. When you're knowingly being a child molester, you're knowingly preying on young women because that's your fetish, because that's what you like, because it's honestly, because it happened to you. And I feel for him in that way. It happened to him. So a lot of this is going to be kind of crazy. But a lot of times when people are abused, they fall in love with that type of love. Does that make sense? Like,
no, you're speaking facts. You're speaking facts. Yeah, talk about it.
They fall in love with that fetish or whatever because it happened to them so young. It just how it goes. And so I wish that he would have, tried to get some help a long time ago. Instead, he just really preyed on it and it was crazy. But I think all these people, I do think all these people have something that is fucked up. That's just a part of being a human. That's what I think.
We need help in the Black community. But I'm glad that, I'm glad that now more resources are coming out talking about it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are going by day hurting.
Oh, yeah.
We need help. We need more Black therapists. So if there's any Black therapists and all that, go to school, all of that. We need that.
Real talk.
I'll give it a story for myself. So I'm a single father of 3. And when I was having relationship issues and I was trying to seek a counselor, trying to find just a Black counselor was the most difficult thing. And and I tried, and some people are like, well, why are you making this a race thing? Well, the thing is, it's a culture thing. There are a lot of things.
I agree.
There's a lot of things culturalized that you just, if you're not a part, you're just not going to get. You can research, you can study it, but if you never truly experienced that culture, it's a different thing. And so even when I went to a counselor and he was Caucasian. He was a nice man, very nice. And I'm like explaining my situation and he didn't get it, and I wasn't mad at him. I just gave it a shot because I was just seeking help. And this is a part within the Black community where it's a cry for help. Like, we need more people to rise up. Let's get ourselves healed and put ourselves in a position where we can help our fellow brother, our fellow sister, so that way they can rise up. So
I agree with you, bro. I feel the same way. No, I'm glad someone else feels the way I feel because I was in therapy a little bit when I was a teenager because I was real angry and just pissed off all the time. But I thought about doing it again as an adult, but because I didn't do it because I didn't want someone that probably grew up with a mom and a dad in a suburban area. I just didn't think, because my life is crazy, so I just did not think they would understand. And I agree. And it's not, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make it a race thing, but hey, I want someone to know what I'm talking about if I'm telling you all my business.
Exactly. That relatability is important because it allows you to be able to build trust with who you're speaking with, and allows you to open up more so you can reach those deeper rooted issues that you may be suffering with, that anyone may be suffering with, that you can't reach if you can't understand my culture, you don't understand why I think the way I think, why I speak the way I speak, then there's going to be limitations on how far we can go within this session.
Period.
Good points. Good points. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, did you check out that Dave Chappelle?
Of course I did. Again, I was excited because I was like, oh, we're talking about my favorite rapper and my favorite comedian besides Bernie Mac. Yeah, man.
Rest in peace to the
I'm so proud of Dave Chappelle for doing this, man. First of all, he has always spoke on this, right? Just very bluntly, and that's why I love him. White people love him too, but I just love how blunt he is, and he just says it how it is. And yeah, I watched it, and it was great. It's good for our leaders to speak on this shit, man. They got to. You're our leaders. You're the ones everybody's watching. So it was great. It was weird. It wasn't on Netflix. I had to find it on YouTube.
Good point. That was one thing I wanted to bring up. The fact that it wasn't on Netflix. So it wasn't.
What's that about?
I appreciate him because he made this available for everyone to see. So there was no excuse that I didn't have Netflix. You have access to YouTube. It was also on his Instagram TV page, IGTV. Okay. So it was made available free for everyone because the importance of the message behind what he was speaking on was important. That no, this is for everybody. Everybody needs to hear this about why this is important, about what's going on in society right now, and why people are responding the way that they are. Like, you got to understand. And what's interesting about Dave is he's a comedian, but this, and like, I would say maybe the last special, I can't think of the name at the moment, it wasn't really like your traditional comedy where it's like a story, setup, joke, punchline, next type of thing. It was just Dave speaking, being real.
I loved it. I know those people were probably pissed. Like, what the hell? We came to see comedy? No, this is what you came to see. I loved it.
And it makes you ask the question, okay, what is he transforming into? Like, what is Dave Chappelle now? Because I feel like even just saying he's a comedian doesn't even really do him justice now at this point. Right. Because of what he's doing and how he has an audience of not only just Black people. He has a very diverse audience. So him speaking may reach individuals who are of the culture to be able to get a better understanding of, oh, this is why it's that big of a deal. And I respect that. So shout out to Dave. If you haven't checked it out, go on YouTube. Check his Instagram TV. It's a great show, great performance. It wasn't long. It was about 30 minutes or less. Yeah. So quick to digest on the lunch break. Go ahead and watch that. Check that out. Very good, very good, very good. So. Hey everybody, it's Navista from the Crown Talk Podcast, here to let you know about Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way for you to make a podcast. First of all, it's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your cellular device or your computer. Anchor also distributes your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other locations. You can make money. Again, let me bring that back to you. You can make money, cha-ching, cha-ching, right from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Meaning as a rookie, you can get started and make money right now. Everything you need to make a podcast is all in one place. Go ahead and download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started.
Yo, I want to talk about this colorism versus racism thing really bad.
Let's talk about it.
So, I think this is great.
Let's define what that is. So let's define what is colorism and what is racism and what's the correlation?
So to me, colorism is, light skin, dark skin. And that's in a lot of different races. And we know what racism is. I feel like colorism is from racism, right? We know where colorism comes from. It comes from, I'm just talking about in the Black community. It comes from back in the day when, of course, they were trying, they did divide us, unfortunately, where light-skinned people were treated better than black-skinned people. You know what I'm saying? So that's colorism, right? And it still affects us today. And it's sad. And I really feel like me as a light-skinned person, even we have to stand up. Like, I'm gonna be real. There's times where I've seen people try to treat me better than a dark-skinned person, right? Like police. I've seen it. And I think that's where, like, I don't know if you've seen this, like Asian Doll, right? Asian Doll just said maybe a couple weeks ago, she kind of went on a rant and she was like, She was like, a lot of y'all people are screaming Black Lives Matter, but you light-skinned bitches that made fun of dark-skinned bitches. So what the fuck is that, right? And, you know, a lot of people were mad. Mariah Lynn, or whatever the hell her name is, from Love and Hip Hop, I think, or whatever the hell the show is, you know, came for her and was going off for her. And I was like, first of all, let's be real. This is the truth. You know, this is, and I'm a light-skinned chick. This is the truth. It is, they have always put light-skinned girls on a pedestal. The media, even black people, let's be real, right? So that's just some real shit, you know, and unfortunately hurt people. Meaning, you know, that girl probably did get bullied because she was dark-skinned, you know, and of course she pissed off about it and she gonna lash out. I think this is why we need more, you know, we need to come together even more. And I don't know, just show love, man, and not be offended when somebody is speaking their truth, right? That's her truth. How am I gonna be offended by that? That was her real shit, you know? And we gotta know that shit comes from slavery. We also have to know that a lot of times us as black people, we teach our own kids that shit because we were taught that shit, right? Going back on talking about the toxic shit we was taught. One good thing I can say about my mom, like, I ain't gonna lie, she taught me a lot of toxic shit, but she just always taught me to love my black people. She did, always. In fact, on some, like, you know, maybe of wishing I was a little bit more darker than lighter because, you know, just to be more accepted, I guess. But I think we need to let people speak their truth, man, and stop getting offended. Oh, she talking about me. Nah, she ain't talking about me because that's not how I roll. I love all my people, period. You know, I think it also comes in with Doja Cat. Look, because let me tell you something. She's biracial, right? Yeah. And I've known a lot of biracial people. And what are they? I'm sure you've dealt with this too. You've known this in your life too. That just biracial people. They always have this same thing of, I don't get accepted by black people and I don't get accepted by white people. And they feel like fucked up about it. And a lot of times they go to the white side. I know that sounds crazy, go to the white side, but you know what I mean. Right. And I'm sure that's what happened in Doja Cat's life. She went to the white side and hey, that's you, that's fine. But you know, I just feel like we got to educate people more. I think that stems from like people stating, oh, when I see a black man dating a white woman, it bothers me. That doesn't bother me. I do what you want. I think what bothers me is if you're going to have children outside of your race, please educate your kids on what they are in their culture. Period. That's just what I think. I don't think she was educated in her blackness. You know what I'm saying? Doja Cat. She wasn't. I've seen it so many times. And let me tell you on some real shit. Biracial kids get called nigga a lot. Believe that. And it's fucked up because it's usually by their white parent or whatever. You know, I'm not trying to come for nobody. I'm just saying what I've seen just from people I know. But, you know, with Doja Cat, of course I'm pissed at her, man. Of course it's sick to me to see her do this shit and be around these. I can't be around no white supremacists and shit. It's weird. But again, I know where that shit stems from. It stems from she probably didn't ever feel accepted from her black community. We have got to start accepting our biracial people, man. I've even been that person to be like, bruh, your mama is white. Get the fuck out of here. But we can't do that, you know, because at the end of the day, they are black, period.
That's very interesting. And I just started learning more about colorism, like very recently. I didn't even know that was like a term. I feel like it's one of those things that you know, but it's interesting when it's more defined. Yeah. It's like, whoa. Yeah. For me, you know, yeah, I'm light skinned too. And so it's an interesting concept to take in because we've made these wars, light skin versus dark skin, even within the music. Oh yeah, you know, definitely. Back in the day with the video vixens, and you seeing, recently, last night, I was watching TV, and I have a Vivo R&B channel, and they played a Lloyd record, and Lloyd has a record called Caramel.
Yeah, that's my song. Dripping in a bed. Yeah, anyways, go ahead.
But when you look at the video, I'm like, okay, what is caramel? Right. Obviously, you know what that is. And I was like, wow. It kind of just opened my eyes a bit. And then even with preferences, like my preferences in women, it kind of made me wonder, where did that come from? Yeah. Where did that come from? Society kind of telling me, hey, this type of woman is the kind of woman you need to be going for. Yeah. Because I remember in high school, like when I was talking to my friends. When Lauren London was in ATL, literally a lot of girls that I was trying to talk to, they were kind of like that.
Right.
I wasn't really looking at girls that were more of a darker tone. Yeah. But I never bashed them. That's one thing I never did. I never bashed them like, oh man, no, you dark skinned, so you unattractive or something like that. No, I just never really tried to date one. Yeah. So now it opened my mind a little bit more to that.
I appreciate you being honest on this shit.
People need to be honest and be open. Period. It's not a bad thing. We're bringing awareness, right? Because there are people that are literally suffering, because of the melanin in their skin, and they're beautiful. Beautiful, bro. I love Black Panther. Black Panther showed that to me. I was like, wow, like Lupita and all them. I'm like, yo, y'all killing the game out here. Like, now, chocolate is beautiful. Chocolate, beautiful, man. It is, and I think that it starts with your parents, man. It starts with your parents. We have got to be better. Like, my daughter's a little darker than me. And I've, just being real, like when she was little, I'm light skinned, but she was little, she would ask me, Mama, why are you that color? And I'm that, and I'm this color. And I would straight tell her, because one thing about Black people, we are all colors and we are all beautiful. Period. You gotta beat that shit into their head, because it's the truth. I'm sorry. I personally don't think that you're pretty by your skin color, man. I think this might sound horrible, but I think, maybe the way your face is put together or some shit, maybe your nose over here a little bit, your eyes, some shit like that, whatever. But skin color, man, I think that's what's beautiful about us as Black people is we are all different colors, light to dark, and we just gotta love that. It's a mindset too, like that. I think in the Black community is something like number one where we have got to change our mindset. We gotta know address that. Yeah, man, we gotta know that they are against us and have always been. So yes, while we have these issues between one another, we got to overcome that shit, because all they doing is laughing and smiling. They still divided. They still don't want to fuck with each other. And this was programming, for all the listeners, take this into account. This is programming that happened back in the 1700s. Period. And we're talking about this in 2020. Between having the lighter skinned Black person being in the house. Yeah. And then if you were more of a darker skin tone, you were outside and you're doing more of the harder labor. Yeah. From that moment when they made that separation, it caused a huge division within the Black community that's affected us even to this day. That we're still fighting against. Martin Luther King, he said it best, content, your character. Period. What's on the inside, that's what's beautiful or makes you beautiful or ugly. That's one thing I want to see the Black community address more. Colorism, not to put people down. Again, I'm gonna make that clear. Yeah, no, we're not putting people down. We're bringing awareness, because it's real. A lot of jokes, it's real, and a lot of jokes that we make. Oh man, you burnt. Whatever. It's not cool, and a lot of people had to accept that, especially coming up in middle school and high school. A lot of jokes that people are carrying, grown adults that are carrying to this day. Hell yeah. And that their self-esteem and insecurities, that's where they come from. So we need to do better. That's another place where, back to the Black therapy and healing, that's where that's going to come in. And when people are confused, it's like, how people don't understand, why are y'all marching Black Lives Matter? What is this? Because we just said all these years later, this still affects us in our community today. And this is something that happened hundreds of years ago to us, and it still affects us today, every day. Can we talk about hair too? Good hair and bad hair? Can we talk about that? Yes. Okay. 4C and all that, different textures. Look, about, 3-4 years ago, I went natural. The best thing I ever did, for anybody out there, I went natural. But I hate the term. Shout out to the natural. I hate the term good hair, bad hair. And let me say this too. Anything I talk about, I've elevated. So I don't want nobody to think, oh, she judging. Nah, I used to be the same way. I was ignorant too. We've all had some ignorance that we were taught. You know what I'm saying? And I had to elevate my mind and change it, because I used to be like that too. Oh, good hair, bad hair. Because think about it, people have told me I had good hair my whole life, right? But it didn't matter to me, because I would look at maybe a white person or a Hispanic person and be like, why my hair not like theirs, as a young kid or whatever.
But now with my natural journey, I've realized, and I no longer let people tell me that. And as soon as when a person, especially black people, when they say you got good hair, I look at them, I say, you do too. You got good hair too. Like straight up. Because I know God didn't just make us have bad hair. I know that ain't right. Nah. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna accept it. And every black person can have long hair flowing down their back. Let me say that again. Every black person can have long hair flowing down their back. It's all about learning how to take care of it.
PSA.
I had to learn how to retake care of my hair, bruh. It's weird. We were taught not to put water on our hair. That is a lie. Our hair is like plants. It grows. I put water on my hair every day. Stop telling your kids they got bad hair. They don't. I'm going to be honest with you. We just don't know how to take care of our hair. That's it. I'm going to get on it for that. But that's because we weren't taught to know how to take care of our black hair, because where we lived, how we grew up, they didn't make black products for us to take it. You went and it was all for white people or whoever. So, yeah, man, I that's a big thing for me. I always tell people, they be like, you got good hair. And I'm like, you do too. And they like, no, I don't. I'm like, nah, you just don't know how to take care of your hair, bruh. I'm telling you, let me take care of your hair for 2 years and your hair be flowing down your back. First, you gotta accept the hair that's growing out of your head first. Let's that right there. You gotta love that 4C that's growing out of your head first. You can't want to have hair like me. You gotta love your hair and learn how to take care of your hair. And baby, by 3-4 years, that shit'll be all the way down to your booty. I've seen it happen. So that's important to me too, man. It's just, I just want us to love ourselves, man. We are great. We just gotta love ourselves.
That's the whole point. We need to learn. We need to know how to love, because that's what this whole issue is. It's a lack of love. Learning how to love ourselves for who we are, how we were created, appreciate our differences. Yeah. Just see them as differences, not as a positive or a negative. Yeah. Just differences. And embrace that and be like, oh, okay, I like that. I like that. Yeah. It's interesting about the hair. I didn't think about it till now. I used to get that when I was younger. Oh, you got that good hair. Yeah. It didn't mean anything to me. I was like, oh, I do? I guess. I don't know. Like, I want to. I don't know. I guess I didn't really care about. I just recently started caring about my hair.
Probably because you're a dude.
That might be why. You know what I mean? And now, as I'm getting older, I'm starting to see some light spots. I'm like, whoa, hold on, wait. I've seen my dad. Nope. I'm trying to keep this hairline. If I have to pull a Tory Lanez, I will have to.
Come on now. Whatever makes you happy. Hey, because Tiger looking nice.
Tiger set that off. Man, his whole career came back. But yeah, no, the hair and it's interesting you talk about the products. Yeah. Because I used to wash my hair. Oh my gosh. Head and Shoulders.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we all do.
That's not for my kind of hair. Head and Shoulders is not for my hair.
Not at all.
And so, but I didn't learn that until I got older. Salute to all the black-owned businesses that are getting into hair care, tapping into Madam CJ Walker type vibes, and tapping into that. And that was a good documentary.
It was. Oh series. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was.
That was dope. But shout out to that, because we need that, and we need to be educated on how to take care of whatever your hair texture is, because everyone's hair is good. Everyone's hair is great. It's beautiful, and
it's a mentality.
Hair is just hair. It definitely is a mentality. And for the biracial people, that got the curly hair. Yeah. And things like that, and you're trying to figure it out, we'll help you out.
Yeah. Let's hit us up, man. We got that.
Yeah, this is good. This is what we want to represent. Elevate your standards, elevate way of living, elevate your way of thinking, because we want to put it out there, and that's what Crown Talk's about. We want to put it out there and represent Black excellence. This is a part of Black excellence, talking about identifying things that are problems, finding solutions, and implementing those solutions, so that way we as a culture, as a community, can be better.
All day.
I love it. I think we good, Debbie.
Cool, man.
You got anything else you want to speak on?
Nah, man, that was great. I'm excited. I'm live right now. I got a big ass smile on my face. You know what I'm saying? I was waiting. I was like, come on, let's do this shit. Let's go. Let's do this shit for this week. So appreciate it.
All right, everyone. So appreciate y'all tuning in. This is Crown Talk. This is Navista.
And this is D Melody.
All right. And y'all have a blessed day. Elevate your standards. Peace.
Bye-bye.